Hello Aries, welcome to your June 2019 He Said, She Said reading. Thank you for joining us. My name is Michelle.
My name is Richard.
We'll be doing a true He Said, She Said reading today, Aries. I'll be reading as you. Richard will be reading as the other person that you're dealing with here in June. And depending on how you identify, either side could resonate, so please keep that in mind. Before I get started, I just wanted to let you know I've got a new playlist on the channel, and it's called Soulful Repair. The readings are done with Richard, so they're very similar to the He Said, She Said readings, but they're more situational tarot, which is a little bit different to the sign-based tarot. So please go and check those out if you haven't already. Now Aries, Beauty and the Beast, needing some space. There's love here, I feel, but it may come with, I get it as some power games. There may be a feeling of overbearing or domination. Now this could be from one to the other. It could be a little bit of both between you. But nevertheless, it seems like someone's getting a little bit too close for comfort and someone else needs space. Now Richard has pulled from the Energy Oracle the card of Goddess of the Moon, but it's in the reverse.
So this card reversed reveals blocked intuition, an inner disconnect, or a sense of living in the dark.
Okay. So we'll see where this one goes for you, Aries. I've already meditated on your energy. I've got you as the Nine of Wands in the bottom of the deck, so I feel like there's a bit of a wounded warrior kind of energy. I'll cut these cards and we will focus in on the status of the relationship, how you feel about this person, the strengths of your relationship, the weakness, what you should continue to do in this situation, what you should stop doing, and what is the outcome here, Aries.
I'm going to lay down the same cards, Aries. We've got the status of relationship, how this person feels about you, Aries. We've got strengths, weaknesses, what this person should keep doing, what they should stop doing, and the outcome if nothing changes.
And now that I'm even looking at this card, I'm noticing that there's ram's horns. So I'm wondering if it's you, perhaps being a little bit, playing some power or control energy around you, Aries. So let's see, that just drew my eye. Let's look at the status of the relationship. The Hanged Man in reverse. Right now there's a feeling of being stuck, and I feel for you, Aries, you are normally someone who likes to be in control of your own life, and for you this feeling of stagnancy is something you're not used to. You know, for you it's very much about keeping moving, keeping in the flow of things, and for you I get that there is something that you need to see in a different way in order to make progress. But right now, there's stagnancy.
I imagine it's quite frustrating right now for you, Aries. Okay, so looking over here at the status of relationship, we have the Eight of Wands in the reverse, which speaks to a blockage. I think it's very similar to what Michelle was talking about. But it's a blockage, I think, that could be possibly solved if you're able to tap into your intuition, tap into that inner knowing, see what's going on. But at present, there's a blockage here.
How are you feeling about this person? We've got the Devil card. So I feel like this is a energy of codependence. You've been in a relationship with this individual for quite some time, and there's a sense of over-reliance, especially when it comes to you towards this individual. I get the sense here that it may be you, Aries, that is feeling very bonded, very tied to, I have it as a partner, but this other person is seeking some space, freedom from something that may feel a little bit restrictive or confining for them, maybe just a little bit too much power around you.
I don't get the sense this person wants to leave, but I do get the sense they want a little bit more space. Okay, so let's look over here at how this person feels about you, Aries. 10 of Wands in reverse. So it's about, I think it's a need, a vague sense of need for you to put down some burdens. I think one of the burdens you might have is too great an attachment to your partner.
Let's take a look and see what the strengths are between you. You got the 9 of Cups in reverse. I want to get one more on that. What is this 9 of Cups in reverse as the strength in this situation? 3 of Cups. What I'm picking up here is that there is a third party involved, but it's coming up as the strength because I feel this short-term energy around this. It's something that is causing a problem in your relationship right now. This energy of somebody wanting to have more fun. And it seems to be involved perhaps going out, socializing with other people. It may or may not be of the opposite sex. It could just be going out with friends. But I get more of a sense here that it's, I have to say, a little bit of indulgence here. Indulgence, and it's coming up as the strength because I feel again that this is something that is kind of a, can I say, a passing phase, or something that is very tempting in the moment but may not be here for the long term.
I get outlet.
An outlet, okay, yeah, that works well.
Yes, but the danger here, Aries, is that you overcompensate.
By control?
By trying to control the situation, by trying to put limits on this person, when all they're really trying to do is just gain a little bit of space and freedom. But I think it's a short-term situation. This blockage here that we're seeing here, I don't think it's a long-term situation that we're dealing with here. So it's a little bit of care here required. And just remember, this can resonate with you as being Aries, or it can resonate over here. Or it could just be somebody you know, or you could just be cross-watching. This could be an Aries doing this to you. All right, so let's look at the strength over here for this person. We've got the 5 of Pentacles in the reverse, which talks to me about improving conditions. It doesn't talk to me about wanting to leave the relationship. It talks to me about pulling back from those kinds of ideas. I think in order to avoid leaving the relationship, this person is using other means to get that outlet, to say, well, look, if they stay in this situation, then they're going to bottle up and they're going to explode. But if they can just let things out in a gradual fashion, then things can come back to a space of normality.
Right, let's have a look and see what the weakness is here. Got the 7 of Swords in reverse. So I do feel like there has been, not at the present moment, but in the past or in the recent past, there has been an energy of sneaking around behind your back, Aries. But I think, again, that this person, it was short-lived, or there's a short time period where this was occurring. I don't think it's occurring now. I get the sense that, though, this person needs to see a different way to escape. I get the sense that Richard exactly was right there, and feeling like this was an escape from feeling bound to you, Aries. So what they've done here is go out and try to have that external kind of validation. I'm picking it up for a lot of them. It did involve going out with people who they were attracted to, but other times it was just friends as well. So I get the sense here that this person is needing to realize that it's not a workable plan in the long term as a means of this escape. I keep getting needing to escape the confines, feeling bound.
Yeah, so I get the sense, Aries, that it's driving you nuts a little bit.
It might be, and there's the sense here that if they have done anything, then obviously they need to come back here and be truthful about it. You know, own up to what's been going on in the background here, and come clean and kind of own up to their part. You know, because it's not just you, Aries. I feel like this person is acting out in a way that may be somewhat extreme or reactive. Yeah.
But now you've got to remember here, the Seven of Swords here is coming up in the reverse. So I get the sense, Aries, that this person is willing to come forward, willing to ask for forgiveness, but maybe you're not willing to give it. That's why it's sort of in the reverse there. And I think there's a real sense here that if this person does come forward and tell you how they're feeling, that you should respond to that rather than react to it.
Yeah.
Not become crazy about it, and use your intuition, because I get the sense that right now that's not what you're using.
It's definitely right with this Hangman in reverse, because it seems like we're at a crossroads here, a standstill, if you will, because of an inability to see something a different way. At the moment, I think you're very stuck on seeing this situation very negatively, and you're going with that. But I think there's things here, reasoning why this person was doing this, that they need to come forward with. And I think if they come forward with those reasons why they've done this, then you may start to see things a little bit differently and be a bit more open.
If you could be open to what they're saying.
Yeah.
All right, so let's take a look at the weakness over here. We got the Seven of Swords in the upright. So this person has been sneaking around a bit. They've been doing things behind your back. I don't know if they've been cheating. For some of you, that might be the case. For some of you, it might just be that they're finding other means to talk to people in perhaps ways that you believe might be too intimate. I mean, it might just be sharing their troubles in your relationship with a friend, and you might believe that that's something that they shouldn't be doing, for example. So that's the kind of thing I think is coming up as a weakness here for your partner.
Let's see what you should continue to do here. Aries, we've got the Queen of Cups. I picked this up as the energy around your partner, actually. They may or may not be a water sign, a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, or have water in their chart, but they're showing up here as a partner who has, I feel, is going to respond more to showing them. It's kind of like, and it's so difficult to do, especially if someone has done something behind your back here, Aries. Rather than be overbearing, rather than be dominating, tyrannical, all of that kind of energy. It's showing you love this person, showing you're supportive of them, acting out of compassion, empathy. I feel like they're going to respond more to that than they will this domination, and perhaps acting very aggressively in terms of why did you do this, how dare you do this, all of that kind of thing, rather having a more gentler discussion and showing this person compassion if they are willing to come forward here and admit to a mistake.
Yeah, I also get the sense that your partner is a compassionate, nurturing person. This is their language. You're speaking their language. Right. If you come at them in this way as opposed to other ways that I think would be a result of blocked intuition. All right, so let's take a look at what this person should keep doing. And it's the Moon in reverse, which means they should stop hiding. They should stop hiding their secrets. They should come forward. I think this is all about this Seven of Swords energy here. They need to fess up, come to you with an open heart, and I think ideally you'll respond to that in a positive fashion. I don't know why, but I'm getting the sense that they really haven't done anything physical in many cases. I just get that impression.
It's just more an escape.
Yeah, more an escape. It looks dangerous and it looks bad.
Yeah.
But it's not as bad as you think it is. I think that's where the danger lies, because if you come out with all sorts of accusations that things have gone further than they actually have, it's going to do a lot more harm than good.
Let's take a look and see what you should stop doing here, Aries. We've got the Page of Pentacles. I actually want to get one more on that. That's what you should stop doing. What should Aries stop? Okay. 3 of Wands in reverse. Okay. What I feel around this is about viewing this situation as a failure. There's a tendency for you here to try to look for something else, or I want to say, I actually want to get one more on that Page of Pentacles.
No, I think part of it is a discouragement.
Yeah, that's you, Aries.
It's a discouragement here of and allowing the other person to go find something else.
You know, I get this energy around you, Aries, but after finding out this information, and I'm not sure how you find that out, it could be from gossip, possibly.
Or it could be from the source.
Or it could be from the source itself. But I get the feeling around you here is that you see yourself as wielding a lot of personal power, especially in this relationship. So here what you should stop doing is trying to be that dominant king and try to force something, is what I'm getting from Spirit. Try to force a success. I feel like there's an energy here of you needing to kind of, it's almost like an energy of the Tower that I'm getting around these cards. It's like your vision of the future here is going to need some readjustment. I get it as readjustment, because the vision that you had here needs to change as a result of what's happening around you with this other person. But it's not a bad thing. I feel it's more about adjusting the relationship to incorporate the other person's wants, needs, feelings and desires more into the relationship.
When we talk about kings, it's often about externalization of emotions, actually showing stuff on the outside, real dominance.
Yeah.
Whereas with queens, it's about internalization.
Yeah.
And the advice here is not to show the external parts of your emotion, but to more focus on the inner parts of your emotion.
Right.
Tap into the nurturing, the compassion, as opposed to the dominance. Which, I mean, there's a time and a place for externalizing emotions, for showing who you are, for standing up for what's right and all of that. But this is not one of those times.
Yeah.
Okay, so looking over here at what this person should stop doing, we've got the Page of Swords in the reverse. They should stop lying, stop telling half-truths, especially as regards their activities outside of the marriage. And I think a big part of that is to avoid misunderstandings, because the implication is if this person finds out that this person is doing things behind their back and they don't hear it from them, they're going to think of it as being a lot worse than it possibly actually is.
Yeah.
And that's going to lead to all sorts of problems. This Beauty and the Beast energy that we're talking about over here.
Yeah, I almost see like this as a refusal to accept someone back into the fold.
A lack of forgiveness, if you will.
A lack of forgiveness, yeah. It's like someone returning, but being dominant, being domineering when it comes to offering, or even just kind of, I see this as terms.
No, yeah.
Offering, like someone coming back here and saying, being quite dominant and in your terms of accepting this person's back into the fold, if you will. Let's have a look. The Three of Swords in reverse. Aries, you know, I don't feel too bad about that. I feel like there has been pain associated with finding all of this out and the aftermath of it, but there's a chance for, is a big chance here for forgiveness and for moving past this heartbreak.
But it has to be done in the right way, but I feel. I feel that being domineering and trying to put this person under your thumb is not going to be the answer here.
Right.
It's not going to be the way to get them back into your life, or, you know, fully into your life. I don't sense that anybody's left here or there's been a breakup, but I do feel there's been real trouble in this relationship. Or if there hasn't been real trouble, there's going to be at some point in the near future. So this could act as a warning here, Aries. You may even have inklings of outside activity, but I also get the sense it's not as bad as you think it might be. All right, so let's look here at the outcome for this person. We have the World in reverse. I like that energy because what we're saying here is that there isn't closure. We're not closing out a cycle. And I think this has been a long cycle with you. I really feel, Aries, that you've been involved with this person for a very long time, or at least a fair while. And they're not ready to close out that cycle yet. The key for you, though, is tapping into your intuition, tapping into your inner emotions, your internal emotions, as opposed to
dominating force.
Dominating force, yes.
Directing your will at this person, saying you must not do this. Rules, regulations, my way. Things have to be done a certain way. I'm right. The things that I want are right. All of that sense of directed will and purpose with very strong, very fiery Aries ram energy. You know, there's a lot of force around you.
Oh yes, I mean you are somebody who is formidable. Yeah, I believe especially when angered.
Yeah,
formidable generally, but super formidable when upset as well. So, you know, there's two options here. You've got brute force or you've got compassion. Now the compassion route is the harder one to deal with, especially for you, Aries. You know, when you've got the choice of brute force or compassion, there is that temptation to go with brute force. So let's see what happens in the extended reading.
Yeah, I hope that you join us in part 2 if this is resonating. The link for the extended version will be available, and that is below in the descriptions box, and that'll be on the Vimeo channel. So please join us there. If we don't see you there, then we wish you the best with this, Aries. And if you'd like a personal reading with Richard and I, you can email gypsyinsights@gmail.com, and that email is also in the box below. So hoping to see you in part 2. If not, then we'll see you next month, and bye for now.
Bye, Aries. Good luck.